write it down. Thoughts?
See how the dog's exuberant, but it's in a lag, and it's, okay, so dismiss your dog and see what she does. Where is the value? That's how we're going to find it. And then just let her go. Yep, go ahead. And where's the value? Remember what I told you? Up the stairs, right? Yep. And then she'll go down. She'll probably go into the crate, right? She's looking. See the little containers on the stairs? That's where she was going to. And what she's supposed to do is DOWN to get the container open. But she's doing it halfway. She's not doing it all the way.
They're open.
Then there's no food in it. Right. So we're just going to wait. Let's give her the heel command. Okay, so watch. Watch you go fuck yourself. See the dog looking for FOOD, not FOOS? Do you see what I mean? Look, hey, what's up, bitch? How you doing, girl? How you doing? Call your dog. Yeah. Look at it. No way. Oh, I know. You don't want to go over her. Oh, conflict. Fuck this. Do you see? Do you see it? Okay, now. Okay. All right.
She's getting lower down the stairs.
I know, but because she's talking to you, you're just not listening to her. Oh, now what do? Do you correct her or do you praise her?
Neither. She got back up.
Okay, so go get your leash while you can. Now, that's fine. Just easy walk away. Yeah. She's trying to tell you. Okay. So now, do the correction. Okay. Let her do what she wants. Walk towards the stuff. Remember? No, you're being sketchy as shit.
I got it sketchy. I got it.
Yeah. So what's the difference?
Because I have a leash.
Yeah. So what are you teaching your dog?
There's a leash.
Yeah. To be leash-wise. Right?
Yeah.
So now, picking up the leash also means conflict, doesn't it?
Yep.
Right. So where's the dog? In a lag again.
Well, she's pointing that way.
Wanting to do, compassing to what she wants to do, right? Okay. So tell her to plot.
Plots.
Tell her to sit.
Sits.
Tell her to heel, but don't move.
Puss.
Yep. And dismiss her. Good. And then just walk towards stuff. Yeah, that's good. Let's go. Commit. Right. That was a shitty correction.
That was. I couldn't grab it. She's going too fast.
Look at, see, it didn't work. Do you see? What does she want?
The dismissing.
Yep. So she wants everything you've trained her to do.
Yep.
And what is the most desirable want? The dismiss, the food, the crate, or the obedience? Not the obedience. So what did you do? You're trying to teach the dog to be obedient, and you're actually teaching the dog to be and to tell you
what she wants.
And then you
Do it.
You give her what she wants, what she really wants, right?
Yep.
Okay. So let's put her back, and then I want you to come out and get that correction as you're coming through the door. See? Because you've choreographed it too much. Do you see?
Yep.
All right.
So just put her up, and then come back in. And then
Well, put her up, come back in, then go out and come back in.
Yeah.
All right. So let's set this up for people who are going to watch this.
Okay.
Okay. So you walk in the room.
Yep.
Your dog is used to going to the crates where it gets fed.
Yep.
Your dog is used to going on the stairs where we were teaching her how to get over the stairs, and
Yep.
we used food, right?
Yep.
And your dog knows all its obedience.
Yep.
Right? So your dog, when you said dismissed, you told her heel. Is that correct?
Yep.
She healed, but she was right? And you're like, what is all that? I said, because she wants something else. So when she comes in the room, how much time does she spend training? Because we haven't trained a lot.
Not much.
Not much at all. Like almost none,
really,
right?
Yeah.
How much time does she come in and either do the stairs or get food in the crate?
That's
Every time. So if you don't know that you told the dog, we're not training, this is the new training, the dog thinks this is fantastic because I get chicken, I get hot dogs, I get beef, I get everything I want. And it's highly motivating for the dog, right?
Yeah.
So now let's take it to the next step. The next step is, I told you that when you say dismiss, the dog shouldn't go away from you. So we're talking about Snuffari. We're talking about the food in the crate. We're talking about the food on the stairs. We're talking about her going and being social with people, right? But we've worked hard to get her to not just be super defensive with people, right? So I don't want you to correct her off the people yet, okay? But when she goes over there, I was telling you how to correct her so that, why are you laughing? What?
Nothing.
Okay, so as she goes over there to make a correction and she has to choose to stay with you after the dismissed. Not you say dismissed and she goes away, because that would be praise is permission.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So dismissed, love, 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 see you later, I'm going to go do whatever I want, go fuck yourself, right? So we don't want that. We want the dog to be environmentally neutral. We want the dog to be socially neutral. And we want to have control over the dog, because all that sniffing or hectic stuff leads to the dog going into a selfish mind. So how do you know that? Because when you came in the room and you said, this was last night, you said foos and the dog healed. Then you dismissed and the dog, you said foos and the dog was like, ah, ah, ah. So the dog has a conflict. That used to be people. It's not people anymore. The conflict is in the desire to go get the high value food source in all cases. Because the dog went on the stairs and started laying down. She had a problem with stairs. She does not have a problem with stairs anymore. So teaching her to go to the stairs means teaching her to go away from you. Where was she safe all the time?
Heel.
Yeah, with you.
Right.
Now the dog's like, it's a whole new world, right?
Yeah.
So we don't want to kill that, but we want to teach the dog that dismissed means stay with me and then go back into a position, right? Yeah. And people are going to say, well, when do you let the dog do it? We're not talking about that. Don't say when, I went to kindergarten, when do I get my degree at Harvard? Like, you have to get there, right? So we're talking about right now. So I said, later on, when you let her come in the room and she acts hectic and you bang her into obedience, like you're adding to the problem. What you have to do is subtract the desire, because she's trying to tell you something that you told her that she thinks is right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So if we don't think how we taught the dog the last couple of times we were in the same room, we lose the dog, right?
Yeah.
Then we get pissed because now our mindset's changed and we're like, no, heal, heal, heal. And the dog goes like, okay, I'm right back to not being trusting these things with thumbs, these humans, these monkeys, right? So I said to you, this is the beginning of teaching the dog to absolutely want to go away from you and do certain things.
I got it.
What? Tell me.
Are you okay? I'm thinking about the out still. And
so let me get there with them.
Yeah,
Hold on with them.
Okay.
So now you send the dog to go get a bad guy upstairs, and you say, out, heel, come on in, out, heel, or out. Yeah, bring it in. So you go out, heel. Dog goes, oh. When I want something away from you and you say heel, you come Thor's hammer, like that, right? But so many people push the dog towards the decoy or towards the food by complicating the communication here. So let me diagram that for you. Handler, dog. Okay? Nice. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. All right. So now you have a leash between you, right? Okay. The want is over here. That's the W, right? So your dog is squawking, but it is doing. It is in heel. And that's where you went, what the hell is the problem? Because the dog is trying to tell you, I got this. But you know what? It's a whole new world. And the dog wants to go over here. So the dog has a conflict. You want obedience.
Right.
The dog wants this. So your want is obedience. Her want is food, right?
Yep.
So if you don't know this, you're going to have a conflict. And if your answer is to zap, prong, fry, or correct the dog, yes, you will get what you want. And that's easy in pattern sports. It's really easy because you're like, just don't do anything but this. All right. I don't like pattern sports, but okay. But living with the dog, I don't want to teach the dog to go away from me. And then when I say heel, so you said your answer to that was, Foos. She came back the first time and went back into conflict, yeah?
Yeah.
Then you said, she dismissed, she left again. You said, Foos. She came to here and then started going to these people. And I said, don't correct her. Don't correct her because there's superstition attached to these people because what's happened when she was taught to do some fucking stupid bite work, right? When she's been zapped away from people, when she feels pressure. Well, those people aren't bringing pressure to her, which she sees differently. Right. She's going to the people. Now, she went to my son, no problem. She went to Shalonda, no problem. She came to me, what'd she do? She peed a little bit, right? That was tough for her. She's like, please don't. I'm not the guy that hurts her, but she's used to, that's the biggest amount of pressure in the room. So for me, that was a big deal. So I don't want to correct that effort. I don't want to correct her peeing, right? So now she wants to come over here, which is great. But why did she want to come over here?
To get over there.
So someone would give her permission to go to the food, right? So all of this stuff is the dog's point, right? Correct?
Yeah.
It's D-POV. If we're in H-POV, human eye point of view, dog's eye point of view, we think, sit! Louder, louder. When the solution is simplicity itself. To just allow the dog to go towards the want, do appropriate correction when the dog is facing this way, and the dog, you can drop the leash down, and the dog won't go back to that stuff, will it?
Right.
It just won't, right? But you didn't murder the dog. Your level of correction was flawless. And your timing was right, and your footwork was right. That's what we worked on last night, right?
Right.
And so now if you take, this is a want. People see food or they see people, but it's a want. You have to understand the dog sees it as a want. So now you're doing bite work, and the bad guy is in this room, and your dog goes in here, gets to go to the want. What makes that dog want to out when you've made the decoy such a high want, like those people were doing, that the dog is like, nah, I got what I want. I'm not coming back. Yeah.
Is it the correction for the want in the beginning?
The low-level wants are where your foundation is, right here. Right here. The high-level wants, then the dog goes, fuck, all right, I'll come back. So the dog has no conflict, right? The conflict at the low level, because there's a don't and then there's a do. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So now, if you take the way, and does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Because there's going to be people that look at that and think I'm out of my mind.
That makes
perfect sense, right?
Yep.
Okay. So if you have a higher value here, how are you going to teach the dog to listen to you in a high value situation when it won't listen to you in a low value situation? That's not going to happen. But the problem is that you didn't pick up the low level want, and the dog was trying to do what you've trained it to do for the last 2 weeks.
Right.
And then before that was the sessions we had on the stairs.
Right.
So the dog is like, I know what you want me to do. She went to the stairs first, didn't she?
Yeah.
And she was laying down in front of the indicators, right? Right. So she was like, is this it? But she didn't commit. She was like, is this right? Is this what we're doing? Because I like this. And then she came down, we were talking, and then she went to the crate and was like, feed my ass, right? Then you started to lose containment. You started to, like you said, foo, so you said plots, and the dog was like, nope. And it wasn't because the dog was being stupid. And it wasn't because the dog was being belligerent. And it wasn't because the dog didn't understand what you were saying. The dog was like, this doesn't compute here. I'm in my crate and we're going to get fed. But you couldn't get the dog back because you allowed the dog to go away so many times for a reward, like a sniffari.
Yeah. That
you go dismiss and the dog starts sniffing or going in the crate or going up the stairs and laying down. You have trained that in. Now what people do is they go, oh, that's bad. Zap, prong. You communicate with the dog, not punish the dog. Does that make sense? Because that dog's talking to you. She was like, you want this, because this is what we did. Oh, okay, you want this, because you let me run in the room. Right? And then you do your foos, but she's screaming. Know that when a dog is screaming like that, rah, 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 that's a message. There's something there. Why is the dog doing that? So the dog's like, yeah, I get this, but this is the game we were playing before. Right? When you did that one correction, did she go back over there?
No.
Was she crushed?
No.
Or was she like, dude, I thought you wanted me to go over there. And then the obedience was just rock solid, right?
Yeah.
And you nailed the session. But if you allow the wants while you're trying to take away the wants, or I'm going to do a playbook on time. We were just talking about that. Is that how many times have you done the stairs and the crate?
More than I've done.
Yeah, 50 or 100 times. And we came in here to do obedience when she's conditioned to that pattern.
Right.
And so that's where the conflict was. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Now you'll never forget it, will you?
Right.
Fuss. Fuss.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah.
Go around again.
Fuss.
Yes. Where's your corner? We have all the problems. Oh, yeah. Go. Who's through?
Fuss.
Yeah. Go. Stop. Dismiss.
Dismiss. Wow, shit.
Don't play with that. Drop the leash and go. Stop. Okay. Just walk over here to the chairs. Just walk straight. Go. Go. Say dismiss again.
Dismiss.
Where does she want to go in the dismiss?
To me.
Yep. See her there?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Say please.
Fuss.
There you go.
Yeah.
Put her up. Nice job. Go. Relax your leash. Let her chew. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Good God.
Because the truth will set you free, but at first it will hurt like a motherfucker.